Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Wow, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. I've been seeing this all morning, man. It's tragic, man. Halloween night, man. Big U son gets gunned down, man. And it's something else, man. Like I said, I basically was just sitting around, just seeing what everybody was saying. Got a few calls in on it and said, you know what, man, it's just tragedy when you look at how young these guys are, and then you look at what these guys are dealing with, man, out here in these streets at night, man. This happened on Figueroa and 6900 block, man, and it's crazy to me. It says this is his son Jabari shot to death on Halloween, TMZ reports, and it's just, like I said, to be locked up, and I don't know if you guys understand, when you're locked up and you're going through, you're trying to understand, how to deal with your time and if you're gonna make it out of this situation, and then you hear a tragedy that your son has gotten killed. Let's see what it says. Jabari Baby Huey Henley, the son of prominent rap figure and alleged gang leader Eugene Big U Henley, has died. TMZ can confirm via family sources Jabari was shot to death late Friday night. The Los Angeles Police Department tells TMZ officers were called to the intersection of 69th Street and Figueroa Street just after 11 p.m., where the victim, a 34-year-old black man, succumbed to his injuries. We're told the victim approached a vehicle and was shot. The suspect, who was situated outside a smoke shop in South LA, fled the scene and has not been identified. TMZ obtained footage of the grim scene, which shows LA officers arriving and attempting life-saving measures of Jabari. Late, the LA Fire Department is seen covering Jabari's body with a tarp. It's pretty bad, man. Say music mogul Luce Cannon, who is currently household with Big U, the Metropolitan Center in LA, tells TMZ he learned of the news first and spoke to Big U. Luce, who says Big U is his uncle, tells us that both are brokenhearted over the matter, and being in prison doesn't make it easier. However, he says God makes it no mistakes, and the pair will get through this together. So look like Luce Cannon is pretty much giving them the information to TMZ and just basically giving the story. As you know, they all was picked up for a RICO together, and it's just crazy to me that he's the one delivering the message. They are family, but man, to be locked up and to be going through this stuff, man, as a father, I could only imagine, man. When you've been through being locked up and being away from your kids, it's a whole different level of discomfort, knowing that you can't be there for them, knowing that you can't be there with them. All you got is prayer. All you got is, hey, man, I'm praying that I make it through this. I'm praying that I get to see you again, my son. I can't be there to protect you because of my confines. And this is what Big U had to be thinking while he was trying to deal with this. This here is something that, you can't do anything about, man. You outside of a a little old smoking deal, and here you are trying to figure out this little old smoke shop or whatnot, and you just hanging out. And you walk up to a car, as this here alleges, and boom, your life is taken away. This here it ain't no game, and it's Halloween, so I'm pretty sure the mask is on. I'm pretty sure he didn't even get to see who done it. They didn't even wait to see the body drop. I'm pretty sure. It said Luce says he believes Jabari knew the person behind the gun. The LAPD could not confirm whether the shooting was gang related. Big U is the alleged former leader of the Rolling 60 neighborhood Crips gang and is known in the music industry for the managing Corrupt and the late Nipsey Hussle. He is currently incarcerated for a 43-count federal indictment, including racketeering, fraud, extortionist, and embezzlement. In addition to Jabari, Big U is the father of 2 sons and a daughter, R.I.P. And you just hate to hear this, man. Like I said, definitely shout out to Trill Talk, No Pill Talk. I got this early this morning and just really just decided to just wait and see what all was going to be said. See if they were going to come out with the who shot him or any of that. And it doesn't seem like they have. But I hate this for Big U to be in confines and trying to understand what happened out there with his son. He you know, and the toughest thing it is to deal with something, losing a son. Now you facing 40. You see that 43 counts of federal indictment. You end up fighting 43 counts of federal indictment. You sitting in there trying to figure out how you going to make it out, if you could ever make it out, if you can get any kind of opening, and bam, you hit with this kind of news. You hit with this kind of news, and it's just tough, man, to be locked up and to lose a son. But one thing I say, man, God pretty much. I was talking to somebody earlier, I think it was OG Prayer. I said, God allowed this to happen in the midst of his situation. All of this stuff is like the whole world is spinning in a tornado around him. All that snitch talk, all that he working with them people, all that this happened in Vegas to his son, other friend, all that, and then you get hit with a bag of news or bad news like this. But hey, listen, man, they keep throwing that Rolling 60 Crip. They keep throwing the gang lingo in there, but then they say they don't know if it was gang related. They just know that it happened and they don't understand how it could have happened. They made mention the fact that he was Corrupt's manager. He was also Nipsey Hussle's manager for a minute. All type of stuff is said behind the scene on all type of different situations, on all of the cases and everything involving around Big U. And Big U mind is clouded and he trying to understand, how do I figure this out? And the next thing you know, your son gets killed. And like I said, one of his sons playing in NFL. The other son is playing over in the other portion of this whole thing. And the next thing you know, this bad news hits you and the bad news will beat you home. Next thing you know, you trying to figure this thing out and you can't. And it's crazy. And it's just crazy because when you think about this whole situation, it's just crazy because, like I said, this Big U is already as if he wasn't going through enough. As if this thing wasn't something that, I mean, like I said, I looked at it again. I was trying to see, it looked like they was trying to bring his son back, like they was trying to do some CPR on him. I seen that. I'm not going to show it, but I seen it earlier. I actually seen it with the blur. I seen it without the blur. They tried to save him. They came, they showed up. They tried to give him all type of stuff to keep it, to get him, to bring him back. But nothing they could do could get him back. And like I said earlier, God, for this to happen, and he was a young man. I believe it said he was 34 on the other one, a report that I read. It's been numerous of reports that I see far as everybody was speaking on the situation, trying to understand what, telling it from their perspective. Here's another one, says, a shooting outside of a business in the Vermont Slauson neighborhood of South Los Angeles left a 34-year-old man dead, police said Saturday. Officers from the LAPD 77th Division responded to a call regarding a shooting at 11:11 p.m. Friday at a smoke shop at the 6900 block of South Figueroa Street and 69th West Harbor 110 freeway. The LAPD spokesman told City News Services. According to witnesses, the victim was approaching a vehicle when someone inside the car shot him. This is what the police said early on. So these reports were coming in all day. They all matching up. Everybody's telling the same story. So he evidently walked up to some car and just got shot. And it's just crazy to me. Like I said, you try and understand, how you can protect your children. You try to be here to protect your children. And then you fall on hard times and you can't even protect yourself. And you're sitting up in a situation where you're vulnerable. And who knows if Big U was home, could this have still happened? Of course, anything can happen. But I know he's feeling it while he's locked up in can't do nothing about it. And as Loose Cannon say, they'll get over it. You have no other choice. You have no other choice because there is no other choice that you can make. You just have to you have to be who you are and do what you have to do. And you have to live with what you got to live with when you're locked up in them confines. I remember hearing my best friend had gotten killed or died. I remember hearing different people passing away. It ain't a damn thing you can do about it when you locked up. They definitely not gonna they don't care. But I hate this for his son, and I hate this for his family. And we got to figure out a way to comfort ourselves in the midst of the storm if I'm Big U now. To be in a situation where you can't do anything but make a phone call, maybe if they let you, is a tough situation for anybody to be in. So I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. But again, will there be other situations after this? Now, since he's gotten shot, is this something they know what's going on? Usually the streets know. All I can say is, man, I tell you right now, one day you're here, the next day you go and pray for your family. Try to make things right with the people that you love, because you don't never know when they're going to get their ticket taken away, when things are going to be over with for them. 34 years old is very young, a very young age to leave this place, man, to leave. And you know, like I said, I heard about this. I'm steadily hearing about this. I'm getting calls, I'm getting texts. Talk about this. Let the people know what's going on. I can't even imagine what Big U is going through, being locked up, and this here is happening. But again, there's bodies upon bodies upon bodies when you look at what's been going on around Big U, and people are saying this and saying that. So you never know where the line lies or what's going on with it. All I can say is, man, if you got kids, hug them tighter and love them longer, because you might end up on a RICO. You might end up, they may be dead or anything. So try to make amends with all of the people that you have any kind of ought with. The word of God says, if you have ought with your brother, man, go make amends with your brother. You have to. You have to. And it's just crazy to me how it just don't stop happening, man. Every time you look up, there's another situation and another situation, and every situation encounters another situation. So it's just crazy to me how nothing just stops. It just keeps going. It's just like the Energizer Bunny, just keep on going. And I know y'all don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a situation that just don't stop. So, guys, I'm telling you now, Big U lost a son, and it's tough. It's tough. Times are getting harder and harder daily. Families are suffering. We talked about it earlier. The government shut down, got people stopped. All kind of stuff is happening out here. It's tough times right now, guys. Some people say we're in the middle of a recession. And then to hear this boy done got himself killed last night on Halloween, it's just a tough time Big U family going through, man. R.I.P. to this young man. I know he got a lot of friends and loved ones that hate this happening. Hey, man, guys, take care of your family, man. Boss Talk 101, man. Make sure you, check out the what we talked about earlier, the police alerted on about the food stamps and they're being shut down the day November the 1st. Make sure you check that out. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He, the reason you see me.